Arsenal Fan TV are here with John Cross from The Mirror. John, you know I've stopped you. Want to hear if you heard anything, any little transfer rumours, anybody might be coming in?
It's amazing, isn't it? We've literally just bumped into each other. It's fantastic. You get to all the good places. I think Petr Cech will be done sooner rather than later.
Yeah?
I do.
I love that. I think that'd be a good sign.
I cannot understand any negativity about that at all. I think it'd be a terrific sign, and I think it will give Arsenal a whole new look, whole new dimension. He's still a really good age for a goalkeeper. He's still got 5-6 years at the very top. I think he's still one of the best two in the world. Fabulous. What a signing that would be. I think a goalkeeper changes the dynamic of a defence, and I think that would be fantastic. Superb.
What about a striker? A lot of fans out there saying we need a striker. Do you reckon he'll go for a striker? I'm starting to doubt it now.
Yeah, I'm not convinced about that one. I think the only way that could happen is if he gets rid of Sanogo, Campbell and Podolski. So all three out, maybe free up a space. But I still think even then, I think maybe if he'd signed Welbeck on the sort of a season-long loan rather than a permanent deal, then I think he would have sort of kind of looked at it again this summer. But actually, I think Welbeck's been a good signing overall.
Well, what about if he sort of pushes him out on the left? He could still accommodate somebody in the middle. I mean, we was all the Jackson Martinez thing. A lot of people was thinking that might happen. It looks like he's going to Milan now, but
yeah, I think he's been in his mind a long time, and I think the age thing counts against him, doesn't it? I think he's 29 in October, so I think that's a sort of maybe a negative. But I do think there's room for one more. I do, I really do. Even if Walcott is playing through the middle, I think he could be good through the middle.
And one last one I'm going to ask you about. Do you reckon we'll go for a DM? I mean, Coquelin's been brilliant, we all know. But do you reckon he'll try and strengthen in that area as well?
Well, I think he will sign a midfielder. I think he might have changed his sort of kind of priorities since Coquelin's emergence. So whereas I think he was dead set on Schneiderlin, maybe he still might get Schneiderlin, but I don't think the urgency for Schneiderlin is still quite there.
Who?
Well, I still think there's a good chance of Schneiderlin, but one that's maybe a little bit more mobile as well, that kind of comes into it.
Kondogbia, we've been hearing about Kondogbia.
Well, I think it could cost too much money.
Yeah.
I know that they've looked at him a lot, but it costs too much money, I think.
Yeah. What about Vidal then? We've heard this about Vidal. He'd be a lot of money as well. The age thing maybe going a bit against him as well, but we've heard about Vidal.
Yeah, there's another good option. I tell you, the guy at Seville, the Polish fellow,
the Polish,
I can
never pronounce his name. Klitschko. I'll say Klitschko.
He's one of them on their list. They sort of looked at Dortmund.
Gundogan?
Yeah, and so, again, he's sort of in the mix there. So there's a few in the mix there. But look, I think the most likely one is Schneiderlin. But as I say, I think it's interesting now, isn't it? Because Coquelin's given them food for thought.
Well, I do a transfer show every day. And I was thinking to myself the other day, you must sit there every day, you get those papers, you must be... But because you know who you're looking at now. Because we get linked with everybody.
It must be tough being a fan, I think, during the summer, because it's no football.
Especially in Arsenal.
So, you're just going to be obsessing about it, and even though 90% of it is absolute rubbish,